Everyone. Today I'm going to discuss world history. Sorry, world geography. There is like world geography we are going to start today. I'm thinking, this is North America. So I am here to describe the mapping portion of North America. It's very bulky, I know, as even though, but still it's interesting while studying. So that's why we are going to see some mapping portion of North America. So we do have some like brief idea about that all. We can see that here is Mexico, here's Gulf of Mexico, and this portion is very important as questions comes from this portion. Like this is Belize, this is El Salvador, and this is Honduras, this is Guatemala, and we can see here Caribbean Sea is near, like in southern portion. Here's the Labrador Sea in north. There's the Greenland, Denmark, the Greenland. Then here's the Baffin Bay. Baffin Bay is in between of Greenland and the America portion. Then there's the Arctic Ocean in the northern part. There's the Beaufort Sea near to Arctic Ocean. Now there is a North Pacific Ocean. North Pacific Ocean, here is the Alaska. This is the westernmost northern part of the America. Now some lakes are there which will be important, like a Great Bear Lake. Then Great Bear Lake is there. Then Great Slave Lake. After then, Great Bear Lake is upper. Then Great Slave Lake will be in the like after then this. Then Lake Winnipeg. After then Great Slave Lake, there will be a Lake Winnipeg. Then Lake Michigan in the a southern part, Lake Winnipeg, then Lake Michigan will be there. So this is how this is constructed in this diagram. Now it's like Hudson Bay. Hudson Bay in between of the Baffin Bay and near to the all of the lakes. Okay, in between of both of them. There are some lakes we will discuss in Erie, Michigan, Erie, Montreal, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario. Detroit is in between of them. So some kind of we are studying here, like this is a North Atlantic Ocean. All right, and this is a Jamaica. This is the Cuba. Upper part of the Caribbean Sea, there is the Cuba, then Jamaica, and there's a Gulf of Mexico and some part of country as we discussed today. So this is some mapping portion. Now we are going to discuss that another part. Yeah. So now see in this map, some kind of important thing we will have most northerly point of Cape Maurice Jesup in northern Greenland. Cape Maurice Jesup is the northern Greenland in northern point, and most eastern point is the Nordøsterdingen. Nordøsterdingen in the North Greenland. Then lowest recorded temperature in the Greenland is minus 66 degree. All right. How lowest temperature is this? Largest lake is Lake Superior, that is in Canada and USA both. Okay, and Washington DC is there, and San Francisco is also there, and Death Valley in California, there's the temperature is minus 86 or below sea level. Okay, that is the Death Valley, which is in below sea level and temperature is minus 86. Now most southern point of the peninsula is Peninsula de Ajuro, southern Panama. So that is the southern part of the southern Panama. Okay, and there's some mountain also. We can see San Francisco, Great Basin, Rocky Mountain, Colorado Spring, Great Plain, Great Lake Michigan, Superior, Ontario, Huron, Washington DC is there. So how this is structured is in a very well mannered. Like this is the Beaufort Sea. This is the Davis Strait. Davis Strait is in between the Greenland and Hudson Bay. And there's the Gulf of Mexico, as we can see here, Gulf of California near to the Gulf of Mexico. And highest point is Mount McKinley, which is in the Alaska. Okay, and Point Attu in Aleutian Island, that is in USA. So how this is described? Okay, now we are going to discuss another part. Now this is one more map that here given, that is like we are discussing here like Yukon Territory. This is the Alaska. After Alaska, there is a Yukon Territory. So in brief, we are just going to discuss like Yukon Territory is this now Northwest Territory, Arctic Circle is there, and Hudson Bay is there, and Greenland is there, Quebec is there, Labrador is there, Nova Scotia is there, and Ontario is there, Alberta is there, British Columbia, after then Alberta, and that was the Yukon City Territory. I'd say United States and Lake Michigan in between of them. Like Lake Michigan is between the Ontario and the Superior. So this will we will discuss in brief again. So Canada has the very long border with USA. As all of that, Canada has the long border with the USA in the south and west. It is bordered by Pacific Ocean and Arctic Ocean and Hudson Bay in north and Atlantic Ocean in the east. Now, principal provinces and territories are British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Yukon Territory, Northwest Territory, and Nunavut. So these are some territories in that. And now Alberta. We are not going to discuss like we are going to discuss like specifically, because there are lots of countries in that, and as that is not that much important, but we should have some brief idea. That's why I'm discussing this. Like Victoria, Kitimat, and Vancouver is there. Regina is there, and like that all are I think as important as for the PhD. Okay, now we are going to discuss another map. So this map is like Victoria, Iceland, and Great Bear Lake, as we saw before. Like Great Slave Lake are there, and Hudson Bay is there, and Manitoba, and this is Alberta. This is Manitoba, and this is Saskatchewan. Okay, and British Columbia is there, and Yukon Territory and Whitehorse is there, and Yukon Territory, Yukon River is in between, and there is the Pacific Ocean, and some lakes are there. So how this is like map is according to that. Now we are going to discuss like one more map, that is Northern Territory of America. So Northern Territory of America, the important things are Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, and Saskatchewan, and Great Slave Lakes are there, and Reindeer Lake are there. Great Slave, then Reindeer, then Lake Nipigon is there, and North Atlantic Ocean also there, and Labrador is also there, and Labrador Sea is also there. Okay, now we are going to discuss about another things. Yeah, this map, Northwest Territory of the USA. So in Northwest Territory, there is the Saskatchewan, then Manitoba, then Ontario, then Quebec. We can match that like Saskatchewan, then Manitoba, then Ontario, then Quebec, and here is also Gulf of Lawrence in the eastern part, and Labrador in the eastern part. Labrador Sea is there, North Atlantic Ocean is there, and Lake Ontario, and some like Lake Nipigon, Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, and Yellowknife, like capital of Northwest Territory is the Yellowknife. So some capitals we should have like Ottawa, that is the capital of Canada, administrative capital of Canada. Toronto is largest city in the Canada. Hamilton is the Lake Ontario, located in the Lake Ontario, and it's a Birmingham of Canada, Hamilton. Kingston, it's located where St. Lawrence River, like Ontario, is there. And Subdubity, situated shore of Lake Huron, and Arvida is there, and Sarnia is there. So some kind of like countries are situated in there. Now USA is descending order, like Alaska is the largest, then Texas, then California, then Montana. So we should have some brief idea about like the highest like descending order states in the US is Alaska, then Texas, then California, then Montana. And state of USA in ascending order is like Rhode Island, then Delaware, then Connecticut, then Hawaii. So after ascending order, if we are discussing descending order, then Alaska, Texas, California, Montana. If we are discussing ascending order, then Rhode Island, Delaware, and Connecticut, and Hawaii. Hawaii will be last. And most populated cities, like most populated states, are like California is the highest populated state, and New York is the second highest. Okay, the United States of America is politically like latitude is 25 north to 49 north, and Alaska's latitude is 54 to 71, and Hawaii is 18 to 22. That's not that much important, but USA is important, so it's 25 to 49 north, as we know. Now, capital is Washington DC, and population is 3 to 1.3 million. Okay, now we are going to discuss some important points here. Like some cities, like this is the New Mexico, here is the Gulf of Mexico, North Pacific Ocean, Hawaii is in the western part, North Atlantic Ocean is here. And these all are like states in USA, like Nevada, California, Arizona, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, and like Missouri, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Ohio, Michigan, West Virginia, North California, South California, Georgia, Florida, and New York, and Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, West Virginia. These are kind of states. We should have just in mind map, like not that much, but little. Now again, we are going to discuss some mapping portion. Okay, so in this, like we can see Washington. This is the Washington, and there's the Oregon, and there's the Nevada and Arizona. It's a California, Los Angeles in California, and San Francisco also in California. So Olympia is the port city. Okay, and Sacramento is the capital of California, Sacramento. San Francisco is situated in the Francisco Bay on USA, and Los Angeles situated the South California, known for its film industry, as we know. Now San Diego is the extreme south coast of California. San Diego, okay, it's an important naval station. That this was some important points here. Portland is like important gap in coast range where Columbia River breaks through the sea. That is the Portland, and has important shipbuilding industry in this Portland. Right. Now we are going to discuss next point of USA. Yeah, this is like Salt Lake City. That is the top. Montana is world's richest copper ore in Montana. Colorado is the most important town of the High Plains and known as the Mile High City as Colorado. Okay, and Wyoming is a Yellowstone National Park. Old Faithful National Park is in Wyoming. And Phoenix is like situated in the central part of irrigated valley of Salt River. Important aluminium and iron steel in the falling Phoenix, and Morenci is leading copper mining in Arizona. Okay, now we are going to discuss some more important parts like in mapping. So, yeah, here is like Chicago. Chicago is situated southern shore of Michigan and place where rivers and enters the lake. Largest lacustrine port and third largest city of the USA is Chicago. Okay, Michigan situated at the western end of the lake. Clear River enter, and Indiana is the Gary, like situated on the southern shore of Lake Michigan, and an important iron steel production center is the Indiana. Okay, it's India, Indiana. Now, Cleveland is in Lake Erie, and Arcon, largest synthetic rubber in Arcon, and Toledo lies in these are some factual knowledge is that, but still some important points I has been discussed here. West Virginia, Atlantic Ocean is this, and Mississippi is there, and some kind of like this is the map which is not that much important, so we are leaving this. Now this again there is some like Minnesota, that is Minneapolis or St. Paul, most important urban area of the spring wheat and dairy belt, and Milwaukee, like Wisconsin is the capital is Madison and situated in North Chicago, and Lake Michigan is largest city of Wisconsin. Okay, there's Lake Michigan also. So New York City is the largest port in USA, is situated bank of Hudson River. That's very important point. Which river like New York City is there? Like Hudson River is that. Okay. Most populated city also, city of skyscrapers also, and printing like publishing metal and that all work that is important there. Now another part like Texas is the like Dallas is capital is Austin, Texas. So major cotton market is the Texas, and cattle town with largest stockyard southern USA and famous for aircraft industry. Houston is shipbuilding, and for Port Arthur, that is in Texas. So Texas is there, and Tennessee is also there, like Alabama. Now Alabama, the capital is Montgomery, and cotton textile paper industry is there and located in the Piedmont of Appalachian and known for Petersburg of South. Development of this region, the availability of coal and iron ore. Now Louisiana is the Baton Rouge, that is the capital, and state capital and site of major universities are there, an important center for heavy industry, and there's a Mississippi river actually in the Louisiana. Now yeah, that is important. Like Barrow Point is in the Alaska, and Alaska is Janeu, and Pacific Ocean is there. So there's Hawaii Island near to the Alaska. There's Bering Strait, and in between there's the Hawaii Island. Okay, and that is like a volcano, I think. So highest peak and is still active volcano. That is the active volcano actually. Hawaii is an active volcano, and Mount Kia is the highest peak of the active volcano of Hawaii. Mount Kia is important actually as example of shield volcano made up of basalt. Tourism is the most important activity, and sugarcane is the most important crop here, and located in the Oahu, like Honolulu is also there, and Iceland of Oahu, capital of Hawaii and known as the crossroad of Pacific. Okay, Hawaii Island, there is the Molokia, Lanai, Oahu, Mau, and Kohulau. Like these are some names which are given there. Alaska, there is a Barrow Point. Northernmost of Alaska is called the Barrow Point, and Alaska's capital is Juneau. Okay, and largest state in the US is Alaska, Juneau, and Malaspina Glacier, an example of Piedmont Glacier, is located here, and it is reserve of both oil and gas and representing climatic situation of Arctic tundra. That's why that is important. Now there are like this kind of lakes like Davis Strait I described before, Baffin Bay is there, Greenland is there, Hudson Bay, Reindeer Lake, Great Lake, and Lake Winnipeg, then Ottawa is there, and Lake of Woods is there. Okay, Labrador Trough is there, Hudson Strait is there also, apart from Hudson like Bay. Baffin Island is also there, Baffin Bay is also there, so some kind of information is given here. Now, some important points are given here like Beaufort Sea. Beaufort Sea is in north of Canada, and that is in Arctic Ocean. Gulf of Bothnia. Gulf of Bothnia is between the Bothnia Peninsula and Baffin Island and North Canada. That is in Arctic Ocean again. Baffin Bay is between the Greenland and Baffin Island. That is in Atlantic Ocean. Baffin Bay in Atlantic Ocean. Hudson Bay in north of Canada. That is in Atlantic Ocean. James Bay is North Canada, Atlantic Ocean. Labrador Sea in Labrador, Canada, Atlantic Ocean, Gulf of Lawrence, and that is northern of USA, and Lawrence River, that is Atlantic Ocean, Bay of Fundy, that is New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and site of highest tide. Bay of Fundy, there is the highest tide generally comes, and that is in Atlantic Ocean again. And Chesapeake Bay is the between Virginia and Maryland, longest offshore bar in world. Atlantic Ocean, Gulf of Mexico, that is east of Central America, and Mississippi River, that is in Atlantic Ocean. Gulf of Campe, that is east of Mexico, Gulf of Atlantic Ocean. Gulf of Darien is also Panama and South America, that is Caribbean Atlantic Ocean. Caribbean Sea is the east of Central America and known or hurricane generation. Like Caribbean Sea is more known about its hurricane generation, that is in Atlantic Ocean. Gulf of Panama is in Pacific Ocean actually. So that is in Central America and South America. In between there is the Gulf of Panama, and that is in Pacific Ocean. Coronado Bay, west of Costa Rica, that is Pacific Ocean. Gulf of California, between the lower California and West Mexico. Colorado River drains in California, that is in Pacific Ocean. Gulf of Alaska, south of Alaska, that is in Pacific Ocean. Bering Strait, in between like North America and Asia, that is in Pacific Ocean. Now some locations and related information, like Queen Elizabeth Island, Parry Island, Bank Island, Victoria Island, Prince of Wales Island. These all are in the Canada, and that is in Arctic Ocean. Now Baffin Island is in Arctic Ocean, but it represents the ice cap types of continental glacier also. And Southampton Island, Court Island, and Mansell Island, Ottawa Island, these are north to South Hudson Bay. And anti-coastal Iceland are Gulf of Lawrence and Atlantic Ocean. Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, that is in Atlantic Ocean. Florida Key is generally many small islands are there in coral regions situated in the south of Miami, between the Cuba and Miami. So this region is known for the coral reefs, and it's in Atlantic Ocean, and region of the sponges and harvesting, which support a thriving sponge industry. Bahama Island in Florida, that is Atlantic Ocean. Caicos Island, also in Atlantic Ocean. Queen Charlotte Island, Pacific Ocean. Alexander Archipelago, that is in Pacific Ocean. And Lawrence Island is in Pacific Ocean, that is in Bering Sea, Lawrence Island, and near Bering Strait, that is the Lawrence Island. Okay, and Alexander Archipelago, as this is important, that is in west of Canada and Pacific Ocean. Aleutian Island, actually this is in Pacific Ocean and extends southwestern Alaska Peninsula, that is Aleutian Island. Hawaiian Island in part of USA, and that is in Pacific Ocean, and consists of 8 main 15 small islands. And Iceland capital Honolulu is also known the crossroad of the Pacific. That's why the Hawaiian Island is very important. It's an active volcano also. Alright, now which this one also we described here. Okay, Great Bear Lake, then Great Slave Lake, then Athabasca Lake, then Reindeer Lake, then Lake Winnipeg, that is in south. Now Great Lakes homes are Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, and Lake Great Salt Lake located in the USA, and rampant of fresh lake called Bonneville located in Nevada. Now information is there given like yeah. Davis Strait is in between Greenland and Baffin Island. Hudson Strait is between Baffin Island and Uganda Peninsula. Bailey Ice Strait is Labrador and Newfoundland. Florida Strait is Florida and Cuba. Yucatan Strait is Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba. And Juan de Fuca Strait is Washington and Vancouver Island. And Bering Strait in between Chukchi Island and Russia and Alaska. So that is in Arctic Ocean. Okay, now we are going to discuss some lakes. Like you can see here in this picture, that is the Lake Superior. Yeah, Lake Superior, world's second largest lake after Caspian Sea, and city located at Duluth. Okay, now Lake Michigan, only Great Lake that is entirely within the United States. Lake Michigan is entirely within the USA, and Chicago is located there. Okay, and Milwaukee and Chicago and Gary, these are some. Indiana is also in Michigan. Now Lake Huron is the eastern portion of Lake Michigan, and these important cities are there some given. Now Lake Erie is located at Detroit, and Michigan and Ohio and New York, like some kind of cities are located here. Now, like Ontario, smallest among all of the above Great Lakes, and about 4 times smaller than Lake Superior. So, city is the Hamilton and Toronto on the Ontario. That's very important, like easy to recall. Like Michigan is there is the Chicago, Superior there is the like Duluth and Minnesota, and as we seeing like Ontario and Toronto as similar as we are seeing, so like Ontario is like Toronto and Hamilton. Then like Huron is like homes, as homes we can recall this with homes is a mnemonic for this. Okay, like Erie is city located at Detroit and Michigan and Ohio in Lake Erie. So we should have some brief idea about all these lakes. Okay, now this one more picture is given here. So this picture is as similar as what we before discussed, like this is Greenland, Davis Strait, but some information is given there, like Yukon is junction of Loves and Pali River, and it's in Bering Sea. And Mackenzie is the longest river of Canada, and that is flows outflow is in Beaufort Sea, and head of Finlay River is British Columbia. Source is Finlay River of Mackenzie, that is British Columbia, and its outflow in the Beaufort Sea. Nelson is the head of Bow River, Canada. Okay, and Saskatchewan, Rocky Mountain is there. In Lake Winnipeg is there. Peace is something like Peace River is also there. So Stike Mountain is there, where source of Peace River, and Lake Athabasca is the outflow. Okay, now some lakes are there like Lake Winnipeg, Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Erie, Ontario, Great Slave Lake, Great Bear Lake. So from north to south and east to west, we should have like little bit knowledge about that. Now we are going to discuss about rivers. There's a Mississippi and Missouri River. Okay, so this Mississippi and Missouri River is in the, we can see here. Yeah, this is the Missouri and Mississippi River, and this makes the bird delta and Gulf of Mexico. Like it's go in the Gulf of Mexico. Major tributary are Ohio River and Arkansas in western, and one of the world largest watershed which include the 25 states. Lawrence River is here, and that is the busiest inland waterway in North America. And Lake Ontario source is that, and Gulf of Lawrence it's go through. Okay, now Colorado River, this is little Colorado and Green River and River Gila is there, and Hoover and Boulder Dam are main dam on Colorado River. Hoover Dam is on Colorado River, and Empirical Valley of the Colorado River is an important region in the coastal cultivation, and Grand Country is the Gulf of California here. This is the Colorado River. Now Columbia River is like Snake River is also known as Columbia River, and part of the basin situated in the Washington and Canadian province and Pacific Ocean. The longest river of USA drains in the Pacific Ocean is the Columbia River. Now Sacramento River is kind of like Central Valley, that is in flow in Central Valley, Cashwick and Shasta, and Pacific Ocean is drains also in Pacific Ocean. Okay, and next one is the San Joaquin River, that is also Pacific Ocean, and Rio Grande River, that is in US and Mexico both, and Gulf of Mexico. Like Rio Grande River goes in the Gulf of Mexico. Right now we are discussing important mountain range of the America. The important mountain range are first is the Brook Range. Brook Range is in the Brook Range is the first. So Brook Range is like in the Alaska, as we can see in this figure. Brook Range. This is the Brook Range. Okay, this Brook Range is located in northern Alaska and extend to east-west direction. Now the Alaska and Aleutian Range is there. Okay, this is the Alaska and Aleutian Range. Then Western Cordillera, coast mountain like Mount Logan is in the Yukon Territory, is second highest peak of North America's Mount Logan. Then Cascade Range is there. In Cascade Range, east of the coast mountain running from the North California to Washington, And Whitney, the highest peak of the USA, Mount Whitney, that is in Cascade Range, and Sierra Nevada, from south of the Cascade Range to the southern California. Then Rocky Mountain is that this wall is the Rocky Mountain, and lies the Cascade Range and Sierra Nevada running from Alaska to Mexico. This whole area, it is easternmost and highest range among the western Cordilleras, and west of Rocky lies the region of the tableland and Basin, Canyon and deserts are there. Okay, now San Andreas Fault, world's largest manifestation fault, is in America, and Aniakchak in Alaska, active volcano, and Popocat, Mexico, active volcano like Alaska, Aniakchak, and Popcat, it's in Mexico, and Puget Sound, that is depression between mainland and Iceland. And then now there is the some Wasatch Mountain located in Utah, Henry Mountain in Utah, and Sierra da Madre, that is westernmost part of the like Mexico, that is Sierra Madre. Okay, Sierra Madre we can see here. Sierra Madre Oriental located in E. Now like supported plateaus are also Intermountaine Plateau, that is west of Rocky. Okay, and Basin Desert Plateau, Yukon, Cushon Basin also there, Brook and Alaska Range in between Yukon, Cushon Basin. Columbia Snake Plateau is there, so that is there. That is a lava plateau in Rocky and Cascade Mountain, and there is a Snake River and Grand Coulee Dam also in the Washington. Okay, this is the Sierra Nevada and Colorado Plateau is this. And there is a Columbia Plateau also. This is the British Columbia Plateau. Now Great Basin are the located between the Sierra Nevada and Wasatch Mountain in the Rocky, and it's really plateau which has the block section of plateau, and some of depression. Great Basin are there, and Colorado Plateau and Intermontane Plateau, which located between Rocky Mountain, Sierra Nevada, and part of the flat top. Now Mexican Plateau, that is in the like Sierra Madre, this one is that, and Sierra Madre Oriental in Mexico. Then Death Valley, Rocky Mountain in California, that is deepest point. Okay, and highest diurnal range of temperature in that. And Central Lowland, that is part of the Rocky Mountain, and many lacustrine lakes are there. And Joaquin Valley, that is in California and Rocky California. Then Great Plains are there, like part of the Michigan Mississippi River. This is a Great Plains also there, and coastal plains also there. Okay, now we are going to discuss some other part of the USA. So we are like discussing in short, so we should have like some brief knowledge about the America. Yeah, now there is like upland, Canadian shield, we can say. This is the Canadian shield, this is the Atlantic Ocean, and this is the Atlantic coastal plains, and this is the Laurentian upland. Okay, this is the Bay of Fundy is there, and Hudson Valley is also there. And now there is sedimentary rocks like Appalachian Plateau, Region Valley, Blue Ridge, and Piedmont, Atlantic Coastal Plain, Atlantic Ocean. So see, these are some like sedimentary rocks and crystalline rocks is given here. That's it, like to see something, like to have some brief idea, not that much. Canadian Shield, this is the like a meadow of Precambrian rock, so that is in Canada. Now Laurentian Plateau is also there, so that Laurentian Plateau is the Canadian, that part of the Canadian Shield also, and there is the Gulf of Lawrence. Appalachian Mountain, ancient fold mountain. So Appalachian Mountain is the ancient fold mountain in USA. Okay, and highest peak is Mount Michel and Blue Range. And Adirondack Mountain is also there in Canadian Shield, and there's Gulf of Lawrence also, the Lake of Ontario, Blue Ridge there, mountain ridge, which was formed due to local folding and faulting, and Appalachian Plateau is also there, afflicted like plateau is there, Appalachian Plateau, so that is also there. And that is comprises like and Cumberland Plateau is also there, Atlantic coastal plains are there, so that are in the plain area. Okay, now we are going to discuss some more points. regarding this. Yeah, this is the Caribbean Sea. Okay, so this is the Caribbean Sea. So we can see this is the Caribbean Sea, and here is some countries are given like Guatemala, then Honduras, then Nicaragua, then Costa Rica, then Panama. So we should have some idea about how it's going. First is Guatemala. First is like Mexico. After then Guatemala, then Belize, then Honduras, then Nicaragua, then Costa Rica, then Panama. And we should have idea about the capital city of that all, because that are important. Guatemala, that capital is Guatemala City. Honduras, the capital is Tegucigalpa. Nicaragua, Managua, capital is Managua. And Costa Rica, the capital is San Jose. And Panama, the capital is Panama City. And Belize is there. So Belize capital is Belmopan. Belmopan. Okay, Belize city is also, but Belmopan is the capital. So then the capital of these areas are very important. There is the Caribbean Sea. This is the state of Florida. Okay, and this is the Cuba, and the Bahamas, Iceland in the near to USA. And there is the Puerto Rico, as we can see, Haiti and Puerto Rico. Atlantic Ocean is there, and Dominica, Rusa, and Finlanded, and Trinidad and Tobago is there, and Barbados is there, Antigua and Bermuda Iceland was also there. So these are like, we should have some idea, like first of all Puerto Rico will be there, then Antigua will be there, then Barbados, then Grenada, then Trinidad and Tobago is in southern area. So these are some like ideas we should have in our mind. Okay, now we are going to discuss the next page of this America. So this is like, we can see North America. Okay, and this is the South America, and in between there is the Caribbean island, and Central America, and Middle America, and Latin America. So we can see like in southern part, that is the Latin America. In between there is the Middle America, and this is the Caribbean island. North America and South America and Mexico is there, and Panama Panama is connecting to both of them. Mexico is the largest country in area and population, and the small Central America country, and then numerous island like Caribbean. And so first of all Mexico, then small Central America. Like this is the Central America. First of all the Mexico, then small Central America, then there will be many island in Caribbean. Okay, so Latin America is also there, part of the Caribbean Sea. Now Central America. So Central America is there is a Mexico. Mexican city is its capital, and that is famous for silver, sulfur, fluoride, and all that. And Honduras is there. The capital is Tegucigalpa. Okay, and situated between Guatemala and El Salvador and Nicaragua. It is similar to structure of Guatemala, but Atlantic coastline long and Pacific coastline, Gulf of one of the poorest country, we can say. Okay, and Costa Rica, the capital is San Jose, and situated between Nicaragua and North, and Panama and South. It is the northern narrow country between the Atlantic and Pacific. Okay, so Costa Rica, the capital is San Jose. Now Panama, capital is Panama City, southernmost country, and situated between Costa Rica and Colombia. And Nicaragua, capital is Managua. Republic of Nicaragua is situated between Honduras, north of Costa Rica in the south. So we should have some idea about that, as we discussed before. Okay. So now we are going to next page. Yeah, see here. This is the state of Yucatan. This is the state of Yucatan. Between the Florida and these all island are there. Gulf of Mexico is there, and Mexico is there. Gulf of California is there. Now Gulf of there is the Belize, like Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama. We should have idea about how ascending or descending order this is. First of all we will discuss about Guatemala, then Belize, then El Salvador, then Honduras. So we can recall this GBE, Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, Honduras, GBEH. Then Nicaragua, then Costa Rica and Panama. Okay, so this will be the whole structure of that: GB, then EH, then NCP. Okay, so Guatemala, then Belize, then El Salvador, then Honduras, then Nicaragua, then Costa Rica, then Panama. This will be the structure. Now, some island countries are in America also. Yeah, this one is there. Iceland, like Caribbean Iceland is there. So in Caribbean Iceland, we should have to focus like there's Jamaica, Haiti, and Port-au-Prince and Saint Domingo is part of Haiti, and Laser Antilles is there, and Puerto Rico Iceland is there, Dominion Republic is there, Bahamas Iceland is there, and Caribbean Iceland is there, and there's Caribbean Iceland all about. So Cuba, the capital is Havana. Bahamas, the capital is Nassau, and Jamaica capital is Kingston, and Dominican Republic. So capital is Santo Domingo. So some capitals like that is important here. Bermuda, the capital is Hamilton. Bermuda Island is very important. Bermuda Triangle is there, a mysterious triangle-shaped area, North Atlantic Ocean, lying approximately 25 to 40 north and 55 to 85 west. Bermuda, Puerto Rico, and Florida. Formed with Bermuda, Puerto Rico, and Florida. Three are there. Okay, so that Puerto Rico and Bermuda and Florida, all three are there. And this is like many ships and aircraft have disappeared mysteriously in this sea without giving any warning and explanation. That's why it's very mysterious, triangular shaped. Netherlands, Antilles, these are there, and widely separated with Bonaire, Curacao, and Aruba. Puerto Rico, the capital is San Juan, and Trinidad and Tobago is there, which is capital is Port of Spain. Okay, now we are going to discuss. Okay, this is completed. Okay, so this complete North America we has been completed today in small. So some kind of like Atlantic Ocean Iceland which are important, like Azores Island in Portugal. This is archipelago and volcanic in origin and consists 9 main island. Madeira in Portugal, again their volcano archipelago is situated 700 km and consists of two inhabited Madeira and Port Santo. Canary Island, that is the port of Cal, it called in Atlantic Ocean. Cape Verde, Cape Verde is Republic of Cape Verde. This that is in Africa, like West Africa and Central Atlantic, and it's a volcanic origin, Cape Verde, and divided into two group as Sao Tome and Principe, Republic of Sao Tome and Principe. Now Helena is the British colony of Saint Helena and volcanic origin. Ascension is the north of western Helena. Tristan da Cunha is the South Atlantic Ocean, situated in between the Cape Town and South America. The largest island group is Tista, which consists of volcano Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic Ocean. Okay, we should have some brief idea about that. And Falkland Island, that is British colony, and that is also in South Atlantic Ocean, and there is a petroleum reserves, and main island are East Falkland and West Falkland. Okay, so there's the Bahamas. This is Nassau, Cuba, Havana, Jamaica, as we seen, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Barbados, and Trinidad and Tobago, Port of Spain, the capital of Tobago and Trinidad, and Barbuda, Antigua. Like these are some Iceland. We should have some normal knowledge, not that much, but yeah.